not by a welcome back from the college. You were in prison, I think, for more than a month. Just maybe take us through from the time you were arrested, because we know that when we came to court, we were following your case, and you were made to pay a fine after your warrant had been cancelled. What happened thereafter?
Thank you very much. In fact, I was in detention for almost 2 months. What actually happened is that when I came to court, I'd come to cancel my warrant of arrest after missing about 4 court sessions due to illness. My lawyer presented documents confirming that I was not feeling well from the doctors, and those documents were actually taken by the court, and the court agreed. Why I was asked to pay fine by the court is because I took time to come to court for the cancellation of my warrant of arrest. So I want to make it clear that the fine I paid was for the delay to come to court to cancel my warrant of arrest. So when I went to remand prison, waiting for the ruling from the magistrate court, I can't remember the date, but when I came back to court for the ruling, when I was asked to pay fine, that same day, I'm sure you're aware that if you're coming to court from prison, even if you are freed, even if you are acquitted, you must go back to remand so that you can be properly discharged from the remand. So as I was discharged from or freed from Harare remand, there were but more than 15 vehicles, including 2 trucks, UDs, full of police officers, full of riot police, and also some guys from MIT. And then from there, I was arrested from Harare remand prison as soon as I passed the gate, and I was taken to Harare Central, and I was charged for incitement of public violence. What does that mean? What actually happened is, on the 19th of June, the first appearance of our colleagues, Honorable Timber and the Avode team, a number of people, more than 1,000, they came to court in solidarity with our colleagues, and the officer in charge, commanding Rotondro, and also the dispo commanding Harare, requested me as the organizing secretary of the party to assist them in maintaining order, which I agreed. And we agreed that after every court session, I was going to address our supporters, I was going to address all the people who would have come to court in solidarity with our colleagues, giving them an update of the court proceedings. So I was addressing our supporters after every court session from the 19th up to the 25th of June. On the 25th of June, Honorable Timber and team, their bail ruling was supposed to be delivered on that day, on the 25th of June. And the magistrate failed to deliver because he was still considering submissions from Defense Council and the state. So, after that, I had to go out to address the people, to give them a briefing as to what had transpired in the court. And I actually explained to our supporters that the ruling is no longer today. And I've given them, I gave them the reasons I've alluded to. It's now on the 27th of June. Then after that, I was also very clear to them that the demonstration, according to the Constitution of Zimbabwe, Section 59, it's not a crime to demonstrate, but it's allowed by the law. I also told them clear that this country belongs to us. It does not belong to ZANU-PF, but Zimbabwe belongs to us as citizens of Zimbabwe. Therefore, they must not fear. So that's where my charge of incitement emanates from. But if you can see, my brother, there is nothing insightful about the words which are actually uttered. It's according to the Constitution, it's allowed, demonstrations are allowed, it's in the Constitution of Zimbabwe, it's the supreme law of the land. Now, That's where my charge of incitement emanated from. I want to explain again that when I was arrested, taken to Harare Central, it is important for the public to note that the state of our cells, especially at the Harare Central Police Station, is actually pathetic. Because there is no water at all at the cells. I'm talking about Harare Central Police Station, and that place is not suitable for people to live. It's actually inhuman.
How many days did you live it?
2 days.
How did you manage?
Yeah, I was actually getting water from outside. My relatives, my friends, had to bring water from outside Harare Central Police Station. And if you don't have relatives who can come and visit you, it means even if you are detained there for 3, 4, 5 days, you won't be able even to bath. So that's how horrible the situation is.
But let's go back again to your detention at remand. How was the environment?
The environment, my brother, as I said, when I was referring to Harare Central Police Station, that there is no water. The situation is almost the same. At remand, there is water, yes, but the situation itself is not conducive for prisoners. Why do I say so? A cell which is supposed to accommodate 30 people, you sleep there, you stay there with a figure of around 100, 120. You see now. So where there's supposed to be 30 people staying in a cell, then you find out there are about 200 people, 120 people staying in that same cell. So you can see that, some people have got various diseases, so it can easily spread to other prisoners. So the environment, my brother, is not good. It's not conducive for human beings, and that must be addressed. Of course, you can survive by the grace of God. That's all that I can say. But as I said, the environment is not conducive at all.
Did you describe the kind of food that you were being?
I want to be very honest with you. I've never, not even a single day, taken food from Harare remand prison.
Why?
Sometimes they can bring, in fact, it's not even properly cooked. It's not properly cooked. That's all what I can say. It's not, the food itself is not healthy for human beings.
So why are they giving it to people?
Yeah, we're talking of a ruthless government. That's why I was saying that we need to change this country. Because the one thing that you need to know is Zimbabwe prisons and correctional services. But the environment there is not, it's actually opposite. It's opposite. So we need to correct the entire system.
When you left the gates of the Harare remand, there were no people who were welcoming you. You were just alone.
No, when I left the gates for Harare remand, I was with my lawyer, Ms. Chris Mike, and there were more than 200 people who had come to actually welcome me. It was taken from Harare remand prison to Harare Central Police Station. So there were many people who had come to welcome me after my release from the courts.
How was their reaction?
People, obviously, they were not happy, but I actually communicated with them clearly that no, let me go there and see what is going to happen. If there's any case against me, I'm ready, I'm prepared to face it.
So let's go to the first court appearance.
First court appearance, obviously, first court appearance, that's when your lawyer will be applying for bail. We applied for bail, and bail was denied. And the reason was actually stupid, to say that the accused person might abscond court simply because I paid fine for the cancellation of my warrant of arrest. And yet that fine which I paid was not something sinister. It was something very clear that I delayed to come to cancel my warrant of arrest. And there is no way the court can then say we cannot give this person bail. And another information, I'd attended more than 34 court sessions. I only missed only 4. And the reasons for non-attendance was very clear, because I had documents very clear, authentic from the doctor, which was actually verified by the court itself, including police from law and order. You see now. So it was something which was actually stupid. And I had now to spend almost 2 months at Harare remand. The other issue, I'm sure you actually witnessed or you have seen my ruling from Harare, from the High Court, that Judge Mandasa stated clear that the lower courts, the magistrate court, heard on a number of issues. Number one, the accused person on arrest did not resist arrest. Number two, the accused person does not have any previous conviction. Then number three, during a bail hearing, the IO, who is the investigating officer, was very clear that the words uttered by the accused person were not insightful. And I'm facing insightful charge, meaning to say there was no reason whatsoever for the magistrate court to deny me bail, but the charge I'm facing is inciting public violence. And the IO, who is the investigating officer, confirmed in court under oath that the
vachibaya ndo zvamakasangana nazvo izvi ndo zviri kusanganawo ngakuti nevamwe venyu vakaita sana vatimba vatakaona vachimwa mabheo, ndo zviri kuitika futi zvakamboitika nevamwe vakaita sana samagwenzi vakambonyimwa mabheo. Mungatiwo chii? What would you like to say about maybe the rule of law or the respect of people's rights? Or would you say you as a party you are being targeted, and why is it so?
Thank you very much. The truth of the matter is that in this country, Zimbabwe, there is no rule of law. In this country, Zimbabwe, the regime actually wants a one-party state. Why do I say so? They are targeting opposition members. Anyone who actually speak against the system is a target to the system. I can say it clearly that if you can see the people who actually in custody today at Harare remand prison, Honorable Timba, he did not commit any offense. It's known that every year, as a part, we commemorate June 16, the Day of the African Child. It's actually an international day. You see now. So, having such commemorations can't be an offense. So what is happening here, my brother, I can safely say that the regime is targeting anyone who opposes it. They don't want opposition forces. And they know that if they put you in prison, if they incarcerate you, if they harass you, you are going to be silenced. But my message to the Zimbabwean citizens is very simple. We are not going to be silenced through unlawful arrest. We are not going to be silenced through unlawful detentions. We are going to continue championing the cause for change. And the other message is arresting Chibaya, arresting Timba, that will not stop the idea for change. The idea for change is in Zimbabwe. Everyone in Zimbabwe wants change. Even those in ZANU-PF, they also want change. So we are going to continue to fight for change in this country. We are going to continue to fight for electoral reforms in this country so that we have got free, fair, credible election in Zimbabwe. The problem in Zimbabwe, my brother, all the challenges that we are facing is because of the governance crisis. Governance crisis born out of a disputed 23 August 2023 general elections.
What we are seeing is the regime, as you refer to it, is not backing down in terms of pursuing, should I say, people from the alternative side. What is the net effect? What is this going to cause, maybe even to young people? Would you see them wanting to participate in political activities, given the persecution that they were likely to suffer at the hands of the state?
Firstly, the regime is not likely to back down. We are not also likely to back down. It is very clear that if I can take you to Namibia today, I'm sure you've seen the youth, they are the champions for change. They are actually campaigning vigorously among themselves to make sure that there is change in Namibia. If I can take you to Botswana, it is the youth who took it upon themselves to make sure that they free themselves. If I can take you in countries like Kenya, so my message, that incarceration can also be a motivational factor to the young people to say, no, let's end this incarceration, let's end this unlawful arrest, let's end this unlawful detention. So it is the responsibility of the youth themselves to make sure that they free themselves from the incarceration, they free themselves from the ZANU-PF.
But people talk on social media and they view you as the engine behind, or as an engine of Advocate Nelson Chamisa's political aspirations and so forth. We know that he resigned from the CCC as the president, but people are saying you are being targeted because you are his closest ally. Should I put it that way? If you are reflecting on this, because this is what people are talking on social media, that Honorable Chiba is the closest ally of President Chamisa, and therefore that's why he is targeted. So when you are reflecting on such issues, what do you make of that?
I want to say that number one, President Chamisa, yes, he resigned from CCC, but he did not resign from politics. He is actually the citizens' president. If I can refer you back, even 2018, he won the elections. If I can refer you back, even 23 August 2023, he won the elections under difficult conditions. You understand? So regarding the issue of saying that President Chamisa is my ally, that one I cannot dispute. I cannot dispute at all. But he is an ally of all Zimbabwean citizens. What I'm only doing, you are aware that if you're an organizing secretary, obviously your responsibility is to mobilize, organize, recruit, educate, and deliver victory. You understand? And if you're an organizer of the movement, every cadre of the movement, you must be loyal to the movement, be loyal to your leader. That's the part. So I'm very loyal that I can say to myself without even missing any words. I'm very loyal to my president. I like him because I'm sure he's the only alternative. So when I do my work, I do it properly.
Are you not afraid of this continuous persecution or being pursued?
I am not afraid at all. That's why I said earlier on that these unlawful arrests, these unlawful detentions will not silence me. I will continue to fight for change in this country. And I can tell you, I can promise you that we are going to deliver change in this country. It's not far. And I want to say it clearly. When we say forget about 2028, we mean it. The people of this country are very clear. They want change as soon as yesterday. So as far as the issue of fear is concerned, fear is not in me. It's not in me at all. I will continue to champion for change. I will continue to work until the people's choice. The people's choice, I'm referring to President Nelson Chamisa, gets into office and free the people of Zimbabwe.
How is your surfeit when you are traveling Harare to Gweru, or when even in Gweru, when you're even in Harare, when you're going to sleep? How are you assured of your surfeit in the environment?
I will refer you to Bible. Can't quote the exact scripture, but it says that when you believe in me, whatever you ask from me, it shall be given. So it is God who protects me. I always pray, ask for protection from God. And I know with God's power, I will live until we deliver change for the people of Zimbabwe. Until we deliver change for everyone.
Vachibaya nevana veZimbabwe vada kuzivawo kuti message yamunayo kwavari ndeipi. Muri muchirongo tiri kuona vana vatimba vachirimo, vamwe vakaburitswa zvavo svondo rapera, asi tiri kuona kuti kusungwa kwevanhu andingati pachirungu vanozviti vari kualternative, or they belong to the alternative, or rather they want to see a new Zimbabwe. Tiri kuona vachisungwa, tiri kuona vachivharirwa mujere kwenguva yakati rebei. Munoda kutiwo chii kuvana veZimbabwe?
Ndinotenda chokutanga ndoda kuti vana Honorable Timber nevana veshanduko vakavharirwa paHarare Remand Prison havana mhosva yavakapara, vanofanira kuti vanga vachibuda. Asi mhuri yeZimbabwe inofanira kuziva kuti nyaya yekusungwa kwatiri kuitwako, nyaya yekubva tina mhosva yatakapara, chinangwa chiripo kubva kuchihurumende ichi chiripo ichi inyaya yekuti iyo vanenge vachitaura mashoko anenge achiita kuti kugara kwavo vari muhurumende vasina kusarudzwa zviri pachena vanga vachirwisana nevanhu veZimbabwe. Saka nyaya iripo kuvanhu veZimbabwe ndeyekuti iyo ngatibatanei tive pamwe chete. Nyaya iri muno munyika inoda mukomberamwa chuma chemuzukuru. Nyaya iri muno munyika inoda kuti kunonzi kuturika denga ubatsirana. Saka ngatibatanei vanhu veZimbabwe tinge tichiva neshanduko muno munyika. Chinodiwa muno munyika kuti tive nehwaro kana kuva nenhaurirano dziri pachena dzakanangana maringe nekuti sarudzo munyika yeZimbabwe dzinofambiswa sei. Tabva ipapo tova nesarudzo dziri pachena, tabva ipapo tova nehurumende yevanhu. Hurumende yevanhu inounza shanduko, inounza budiriro, inounza mufaro muvanhu veZimbabwe. Saka ndingangoti muchidimbu vana veZimbabwe ngatiregedzei kutya. Ipapa regai nditaura ndichiti zvakare, zvandakasungirwa izvozvo regai ndizvidzokorodze. Haisiri mhosva muno munyika kutaridzira kuti bumbiro remutemo rinobvuma. Ende nyika inoyi haisiri kambani yeZANU-PF, inyika yevanhu. Naizvozvo vana veZimbabwe hatifaniri kutya. Ndo mashoko andakataura andakanzi chibayiwa para mhosva. Ende makateerera senyika yeZimbabwe, makateerera semhuri yeZimbabwe, inganzi mhosva iri papa hapana. Saka katakabatana tikashinga sarudzo dzinoitwa dziri pachena, shanduko inouya, tova nemutungamiri muzodziwa waMwari, baba vaChamisa.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chamisa.